When we walk through a forest, we often see only individual trees, tall, short, old, young, each seemingly on its own. We notice the bark, the leaves, the way sunlight dapples through the branches. It's easy to think of each tree as a separate life, standing alone in the quiet. But a forest is much more than a collection of solitary trees. It's a complex, vibrant world, teeming with life and hidden relationships. It's a living, breathing community where every member is connected and plays a role. The trees, plants, fungi, and animals all interact in ways we are only beginning to understand. Imagine a city that moves in slow motion over centuries, with trees as its residents. Each tree grows, ages, and eventually passes on, but the community endures, adapting to change and weathering storms together. They have neighbors, families, and even communicate and share resources. Some trees nurture their offspring, while others support injured or sick neighbors, sending nutrients through their roots. Scientists are discovering that trees are social beings, forming an intricate society, mostly hidden underground. Through a network of roots and fungi, they send signals, warnings, and even food to one another. This secret world is what allows the forest to thrive. Beneath our feet, a vast web of life is constantly at work, ensuring the survival of the whole. Instead of silent, solitary giants, trees are part of a vast, interconnected network. Their roots intertwine, and their fates are linked in ways we can barely imagine. They cooperate, support the weak, and protect the vulnerable. Older trees shade the young, and strong trees help those struggling to survive. A single tree is strong, but a forest working together is even stronger. Together they withstand storms, droughts, and the challenges of time. This cooperation is the key to their long life and resilience. It's what allows forests to recover from disasters and flourish for centuries. The forest is a superorganism, a single entity made up of many parts working for the common good. Every tree, every root, every leaf plays a part in the health of the whole. The next time you stand among the trees, remember, there's a silent conversation happening all around you. The air is filled with messages, and the ground beneath you is alive with connection. It's a story of giving, receiving, and community. The forest teaches us about cooperation, patience, and the power of working together. The forest is not just a place of quiet, it's a place of deep connection and ancient wisdom. Every visit is a chance to witness nature's greatest collaboration. We are just beginning to understand its secrets. With every discovery, we realize how much more there is to learn from these ancient communities. And what we learn could change how we see the world, inspiring us to protect these remarkable places for generations to come. The real magic of the forest happens underground, in a place that most of us never get to see with our own eyes. While the surface is alive with greenery and wildlife, the true heart of the forest lies just beneath our feet. Down in the soil, a hidden world is constantly at work, quietly supporting everything above. Tree roots spread out like a tangled web, weaving through the earth in search of water and nutrients. But their purpose goes far beyond simply anchoring trees or competing for resources. Roots of different trees, even those from entirely different species, reach out and connect, sometimes even fusing together in remarkable ways. These connections form natural bridges, creating pathways that allow trees to share water, nutrients, and even chemical signals. It's as if the trees are holding hands beneath the soil, forming a supportive network that binds the entire forest together. In just a small patch of soil, there can be miles of intertwined roots, all working together in a complex living web. This living infrastructure connects almost every tree, much like the streets and highways that link a bustling city, allowing for constant communication and exchange. Through this underground grid, the forest acts as one large, coordinated system, where every member plays a vital role. When one tree is sick, shaded, or struggling, its neighbors can sense the distress and send help through the root network, sharing what they have to keep the community healthy. Resources like water, minerals, and even protective chemicals are shared, ensuring the strength and resilience of the entire forest community. This is not a system of competition, but of profound cooperation, where survival depends on working together rather than fighting for dominance. The forest's strength depends on the health of all its members, each tree supporting the others in a delicate balance. Underground, the forest becomes a true community, an interconnected world where cooperation is the key to survival and growth. Beneath our feet, hidden from view, lies an extraordinary underground network that connects nearly every tree in the forest. This network is supercharged by a remarkable partner, fungi, which form intricate webs that stretch for miles beneath the soil. Mycorrhizal fungi create partnerships with tree roots, wrapping around them and extending their reach, absorbing water and nutrients that trees alone could never access. In exchange, trees provide the fungi with sugars produced through photosynthesis, fueling the fungi's growth and survival. This partnership forms the wood wide web, a vast, living network of fungal threads that connect trees of all ages and species across the forest floor. These threads act like nature's own internet cables, linking trees together and allowing them to share not just water and nutrients, but also vital information. For example, if a tree is attacked by insects or disease, it can send a chemical warning through the fungal network to its neighbors. Neighboring trees receive the signal and can boost their own defenses, producing chemicals to ward off the threat before it arrives. Some trees play an even bigger role. These are the mother trees, usually the oldest and largest in the forest, acting as central hubs in the network. Mother trees are connected to hundreds of others, managing the flow of resources and information, and even sending extra nutrients to young seedlings in need. The Wood Wide Web is nature's original social network, older, more intricate, and more vital than anything humans have created. Through this network, trees defend each other, nurture their young, and communicate in ways we are only beginning to understand. The intelligence of the forest lies not in any single tree, but in the strength and complexity of its connections. This hidden network is the secret to the forest's resilience and survival, a living web that sustains life in ways we are only just beginning to uncover. Sugar is the main currency in the Wood Wide Web. Trees make sugar through photosynthesis, often producing more than they need. Instead of hoarding it, they share the surplus through the underground network. Fungi take a small share, and the rest goes to trees in need, like young seedlings struggling in the shade. This sharing is like social welfare. The strong support the weak. By keeping seedlings alive, older trees ensure the next generation will thrive. Mature trees also help each other recover from damage or illness. The forest operates on the principle that a rising tide lifts all boats. The success of one tree is linked to the success of all. This support system increases survival for every member. The forest's strength is in its unity. Sharing is the secret to its resilience. Some trees are more important than others. These are the mother trees. They're the oldest, largest, and most connected, acting as the heart of the forest. Mother trees nurture seedlings, often their own offspring, sending them extra sugar and nutrients. They even recognize their kin through chemical signals. Mother trees create a favorable environment for young trees, trimming back their own roots to give space. They also pass on information about drought, disease, and other challenges. This transfer of knowledge strengthens the forest's resilience. When a mother tree dies, it's a loss, but she's prepared the next generation to take over. The forest's social structure endures, with resources and wisdom passed down. The heart of the forest beats on through its community. The mother tree's legacy is a thriving, connected ecosystem. In a German forest, an ancient beech stump was found alive centuries after being cut down. It had no leaves, so it couldn't make its own food. The only explanation: neighboring trees were feeding it through their roots. For generations, they pumped sugar and nutrients into the stump, keeping it alive. This was an act of loyalty, supporting a once mighty member of their community. The stump's survival proved that trees are not just competitors, but capable of profound support. They remember and care for their elders, preserving their history. This discovery changed how we see forests, as families, not just collections of trees. The bonds formed underground can last for centuries. The forest's story is one of connection and solidarity. Sharing resources isn't just kindness, it's survival strategy. By supporting weak trees, the forest prevents disease and infestation from spreading. A healthy, connected canopy keeps the ground cool and moist, protecting roots and fungi. Gaps from competition would dry out the soil and weaken the community. The Wood Wide Web allows nutrients to move where they're needed most. Young trees survive in the shade thanks to support from older ones. When storms or droughts hit, interconnected roots help trees stand firm and share water. The forest acts as one massive organism, pooling resources to overcome challenges. This collective strength is the secret to ancient forests' endurance. Together, the forest grows stronger. The forest is a giant breathing organism with global impact. Through photosynthesis, trees pull in carbon dioxide and release oxygen, cleaning our air. A cooperative forest stores more carbon and grows faster than a stressed, fragmented one. Mother trees nurture young ones, maximizing the forest's ability to clean the air. Trees also release water vapor, cooling the environment and creating rain. A large forest can generate its own weather, sustaining itself and nearby regions. The forest is an active creator of its climate, not just a passive resident. Its health is directly linked to the health of our world. The silent cooperation underground powers the life we see above. We all breathe the air the forest provides. Knowing forests are complex communities changes our responsibility. They're not just resources, they're ancient societies with intricate networks. Clear-cutting destroys families, not just trees, and breaks the wood wide web. Plantations can't replace the social structure of natural forests. Protecting forests is vital for our future and the fight against climate change. Old-growth forests are our best technology for removing carbon from the air. We must see forests as living systems, not just products. Our survival is tied to theirs. The forest teaches us. Strength comes from working together. By protecting these tree families, we secure a healthier future for all. The forest's wisdom is a blueprint for our own communities.